I'm Barbara Sexton Smith, the acting president and CEO at the Fund for the Arts, and welcome to my very first video blog. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, but Nicole has promised me it's going to be great. You know, thousands of you all have told me that you really love those emails that we send out every week, and that got my attention because I haven't sent an email out in probably a month, I don't think. Maybe the newsletter. So we're going to try this and see if in a couple minutes I can tell you some great stories about what's going on in the campaign trail. We're getting ready to kick off the Metro Louisville employee campaign with Mayor Fisher leading the way, so I knew the very first stop needed to be with our interim chief of police, Ish Burks. So I met with Ish this morning. We talked about the campaign. He loves the arts, very supportive of the arts. And then we also talked about this new Honorary Chief of Police program that Ish has. Well, before I knew it, Ish was giving me a pin. That's right. If you guys thought I was dangerous before and how I could raise money in this community along with everybody's help, Ish has named me an Honorary Chief of Police. And when I said, well, that'll come in handy, I'll have the certificate as I'm walking down the sidewalk, at least people will stop and pay attention. He says, Barbara, I don't know if it's going to do all that for you, but we just wanted to recognize you for all the things you've done to help our community for so many years. So Ish and I and others will be going around and visiting with all the firefighters, police officers, our friends over at Metro Corrections. Can't wait to see you all at the roll calls here pretty soon for the Fund for the Arts campaign. You know, as I walked back over to the office, it was raining. Of course, I had my fabulous Fund for the Arts umbrella with me today. They are purple and green this year. They've been orange for many years. The guys over at the jail said, Barbara, you're going to have to get rid of those orange t-shirts and get rid of those orange umbrellas in order to get our attention. And it was late one night when they said that to me, and I didn't quite get it. I get it now. So here we go. I turned the corner at 7th and Main to come over to the Fund for the Arts office, and oh my gosh, I screamed as I got in the middle of the street. There had to have been 14 or 15 yellow school buses in front of the Kentucky Center for the Arts. Those kiddos were going in to see Stage 1 Family Theater's production of Lyle the Crocodile. And you may have heard recently, every kindergartner, first grader, and fifth grader all season has been able to go see Lyle the Crocodile and other performances of Stage 1 Family Theater. But due to a special grant that the Fund for the Arts Board of Directors approved recently, every second, third, and fourth grader has been added to that group. So what can I say? Every child, kindergarten through fifth grade, Jefferson County Public School Systems, you have an opportunity to get on those yellow buses and come on downtown and see Lyle the Crocodile. Then this coming Friday night, we are so excited. We have Cinderella. That's right. Louisville Ballet is going to be producing this weekend, and it's going to be absolutely stunning. Yesterday I was training the floor captains over at Humana. Humana Associates are getting ready to kick off their campaign, and one of the door prizes was 2 tickets to Cinderella this Friday night. This woman just screamed and jumped out of her chair. She's so excited, so I can't wait to see her in the lobby Friday night. Also, we've got Power to Give, which is an amazing program that we launched December 5th, and it stretched all across the Commonwealth of Kentucky and in southern Indiana. Any 501c3 nonprofit organization that wants to post a project and raise money on our website of Power to Give can do that. All you have to do is have an art or culture twist to your project. So if you're wondering what do these projects look like, come on down to Main Street and see this amazing sculpture that is out in front of the Kentucky Center for the Arts that the Western Middle School students worked with a wonderful artist named Tara Remington through the Louisville Visual Art Association to create this Blue Man Group sculpture. The kids loved it. You probably read the article in the paper recently where the little boy said, I can't wait to drive down Main Street and say to my mama, that's the piece of art I made, Mom. I mean, is that not exciting? Think about that. You know, and as I think about how great the arts are and how fortunate we all are, most of us have jobs. Those of us who do not, my heart goes out to you. Hopefully that'll change soon. But my heart really stretches up to Henryville, Indiana, because it reminded me of Hunter. Hunter's a little boy that sent us a thank you note here at the Fund for the Arts a few years ago with a picture that he drew. And he said, Dear Fund for the Arts folks, thank you so much for sending Abraham Lincoln, the boyhood story, into my school with the Stage 1 theater company. He said, here's my favorite part. And this little boy drew a picture of Abraham Lincoln's log cabin and Josiah. And Josiah was the African-American boy who was Abraham Lincoln's closest friend at one point in his life. And Hunter writes at the bottom of this picture, he said, please write back. And he puts his P.O. box Henryville Elementary School. That's right, up in southern Indiana. And at the top of his little picture, he wrote, "You all rock." Well, I just want to tell you, my heart goes out to Hunter and all of his classmates, and to you. That's right. Every one of you that watches this blog and every one of you that gives to the Fund for the Arts, you know that you brought hope into that child's heart at one point during his school education. So I really appreciate that very much. There's a lot going on, a lot of questions coming into the Fund for the Arts these days, and I want to close my blog today with responding to a question we got from Ray. So Ray, this one's for you, buddy. Ray asked about the funding from the Fund for the Arts to the Louisville Orchestra. And I would just like to share that the base financial support of the Fund for the Arts to the Louisville Orchestra stopped last October 2011. But the Fund for the Arts is 100% committed to orchestral programming and orchestral music in our community. And we are 100% committed to continue supporting the other groups that we have been supporting for many years. We have the wonderful Louisville Ballet, Actors Theater, Kentucky Opera, Kentucky Museum of Art and Craft, Louisville Visual Art Association, Walden Theater. We also have the Louisville Youth Choir, Louisville Youth Orchestra. Yes. Many organizations, including the Kentucky Shakespeare folks. I know they're working really hard to get their summer season ready for us, and we're looking for great things from all of them. So Ray, thanks for your question, and I'd like to ask each and every one of you, you have a question, shoot it to us and I'll answer it on my next blog. Thank you, and remember, together through the arts we create a great American city.